Hello all, I am Akash Suryan, a teaching assistant for Info 6105 Data Science course for the Spring 2024 term. And this is the educational application that I have built. It is named as Chat with Website. First, I'll just show you the demo and let you know about the use case, and then we shall dive into the specifics of how I made it. This is a Streamlit application, and the command Streamlit run app.py will work. So yeah, this is the application. The idea for creating this application is because the LLM models that we available for open use now, like GPTs, the Chat GPT 4 or 3.5, whatever may be it, it is not able to produce answers reliably for the current affairs or any new technology that was released recently or any of those sort which had a recent update. When using ChatGPT 3.5, as many of you might have known, it sometimes says that it has only knowledge up to certain month and year, and the question that we have raised falls after it, and it won't be able to address it properly. Even in the case of GPT-4, it just tries to give some answer, but not the exact answer that we might want sometimes. Let us say there is a current affairs news article that you read, that you saw, and you don't have all the time in the world to read every word in the website. Instead, you just want to know a few things and maybe like create an article out of it. So you want a conversational bot to chat with the website that you are in and just pull up answers immediately in a simpler way. Or let us take another example that there is a new library that is released. Let us say a NumPy major update has been released where all the functions has been changed now. And if that is happening and you just can't rely on ChatGPT 3.5 or 4 to, work around with installation of it and to know what is changed. So instead, what you could do is you could just pull up the website link and put it here, and you can just start chatting with that particular website. You can know what you want to know and make it a conversation between you and the website. So this is very useful in these kind of scenarios. And to show an example, there is a Google News website, and today is March 14th here as well. So yeah, here we have a news article saying Kamala Harris declares health crisis in visit to an abortion clinic. And when I just pull up this, it says she declares health crisis when she visited to Minnesota. So this is the news that I have, and it was also updated recently, 4:20 to 22 p.m. and now it's 4:29 p.m. So if I just go to ChatGPT and ask where did Kamala Harris visit and declare a health crisis, it just says I have information up to Jan 2022 and I don't have real-time information. Some might say use ChatGPT 4. Well, yeah, we'll use that as well. ChatGPT 4 says Kamala Harris has been actively doing this. She is part of Biden Harris and everything. But the answer that we want, where did she visit and where did she declare the health crisis? That is not present. So let us try to use our application that I built to answer this. So we'll just pull this website, take the website link and put it here. Make sure the backend process happens properly. Let us also copy the same question and put it here. So we are welcomed with hello, I'm chatbot based on track. How can I help you? And we just want help regarding this. Yeah, it says she visited Twin Cities and St. Paul, Minnesota. She declared a health crisis, access to reproductive medical care. Well, ChatGPT 4 was able to tell something related to mothers, babies, and everything. It was not able to particularly get the information that we wanted from this website. So this is where the application that I have built excels, and it could also make you could also make a conversation with it, like what was the event about. So here you're not mentioning anything related to the related to Kamala Harris or anything, but you're just bluntly saying what was the event about, and it tries to make a conversation with the website, and it says the event that Kamala Harris attended was abortion clinic, fight for reproductive freedoms tour. So you get the idea, right? It is not always that you have to mention everything, but you could just make it a conversation and get benefited from it. So let us now dive into the specifics of how this was implemented. So the idea is to have the website, take the contents out of it, web scrape it, and we will have the text that is scraped from the website. So this website text will be then converted to vectors using an embedding model. These converted vectors will be stored in a vector store. Now we have the vector store where we have converted all the text present in the website that converted to vectors, and they are stored in the vector store. Parallelly, what we also do is we have the input from the user now, which is also a form of text, and that is also converted to vector. Now we have a vector base and we have a new vector. So what we now do is have the new vector match with all the other vectors that is present in the vector base, and then we see which is the most mm, perfect fit or good fit, and that particular vector we display it as the output using the large language model. So the vector base that I have chose here is Pinecone. Pinecone is a vector store that you could use. And here the website is being loaded where the URL is being passed. This is the um, credentials that you have to give, the secret keys that you have to give to access Pinecone, where I have did it in the env file. You could also look at this dummy env where these are the kind of keys that you have to fill in to make this application work. Concerning the privacy, I have not revealed it. And yeah, so here is where the website will get loaded and we get the document out of it. We split the text and we make it into chunks. So now these chunks we are converting it into embeddings using OpenAI Embeddings model. And I'm just passing my OpenAI key here and putting it into a vector store. So now this is how the vector store looks. This is the Pinecone website where you can access, and this is how the vector store looks. So here, if I see in the browser, I'll be able to see all the other things that I've played around. So this is the vector count that we have now is 114. So this is a free service that you can use, and it is currently using Google Cloud services. So this is a good thing to start with. And the metric that they use is cosine to, calculate the distance and everything. And yeah. So the large language model that I am using is also provided by OpenAI, where we have the chat history and we say that given the above conversation, generate a search query to look up in order to get the information related to conversation. So when the user gives an input, the retriever chain just goes and searches the uh, searches the whole vector store using the prompts that we have given, and it just returns a retriever chain. So what is a retriever chain? The retriever chain just pulls up the vector that is most suitable, and it gives it to a conversational RAG chain where we have a prompt saying, here we are again using OpenAI's large language model, where we say answer the user's question based on the below context, and we pass the context that we have. So this is again passed here, and finally, this get response is where we put all these things together, and we basically have chat history. So this is an important statement. St dot session state is important because we have this before initializing the vector store and also the chat history. Like I mean, in the name. Basically, because this is a Streamlit application and it is fully built from scratch to front end, and the front end is being done has been done using Streamlit. So in Streamlit, variable the in Streamlit the session state makes sure that the chat history or the vector store or basically anything that follows after this, that variable is not reloaded again and again or it becomes null in each refresh. So it makes sure that the vector store and the chat history, the contents in it doesn't vanish, and each time you reload, it is present. So you don't have to, put a lot of stress on your vector store by giving it a lot of data or even clear the chat history again and again. So that is not required here. And the Streamlit application is being set up here, saying the page title is Rack Project and the page icon is this. And we have the settings sidebar where I have the website URL and I just enter the URL. So when I enter, I also see that the website URL is not null, and if it is null, I just say please enter website URL, and if not, I just proceed with the next things where the chatbot greets me with saying, "Hello, I'm a chatbot based on Drag, and how can I help you?" Only after the website is being initialized. And what we do is we initialize the chat history and we also make sure that the vector store is present, and the vector store we make sure to get the data from the website URL and put it in this vector store. We have the user input saying type your message, and when the user has given some input and when if it is not null, we make sure that we append that particular user input into chat history saying that is a human message, and we also get the response from get response of user input, and we append that as a AI message. So this we again printed using these from the chat history, and this is how it works. So here it is also important to see the OpenAI usage. Here I have the usage, and this is the activity of my particular key that I have here. And so yeah, that is all about it. And I believe this project would be beneficial for educational purposes as there is new technologies evolving and releasing every day. And it is very important for us to stay up to date and also not spend a lot of time in reading the documents, but implementing ideas and new projects. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you have a great day.